Hi everyone, welcome to the next video in this Lost Ocean series. I'm Johanna Basford with Staedtler Design Journey pencils. Now if you don't have Staedtlers and you haven't heard the last two videos, then look in the description for some comparison swatch charts so that hopefully you might have another set that you can match up with the colours that I'm using. I purposely like a hard pencil for these small detailed fish. Now you can see we're going to be doing a green one today, and we're going to be doing this one here. Let's come in nice and close. Now our fish are shrinking as we're getting towards the centre, so we are going to need nice sharp pencils. Let's put them near the middle. There we go. So I am starting with number 38, which is called Sea Green, and give it a sharpen. Now where should we start with this guy? Now we've got all sorts of detailing going on. I think we're going to embrace some of the detail but not necessarily all of it. I'm going to try not to... Is this dry? Yeah, that's dry. So I'm going to do these V-shaped parts within the tail and the fin. It may go all blurred, but I'm just going to block them in because they're small. That's it. Oh, I'm barely breathing. So small. Now I've got 4 different greens that I'm going to use for this fish, so I've got to think about how I'm going to spread them across. I think I'm going to use this for here. I'm going to start off quite dark here, so layer, layer, layer. A bit less in the middle. Layer here. Oh, and a bit less there. Try not to go out of the line. But don't worry if you do. Okay, I think that might be all I do with that colour. I'm now sharpening the number 5, I think it is, yes. 5 is green. Generally with Staedtlers, if you just get a plain number like 1, 2, 5, 0, 10, it is just called that. So 0 is white and 1 is yellow and 9 is black and 8 is grey and 5 is green and 3 is blue and 6 is violet. However, 7 is light brown. So generally you can sort of guess. Now I'm going to make it a little darker here, I think. So I'm going to build up the colour there. Now I'm going to colour over that sea green because it's a little bit bluey, and I think it will knock it back a bit if I put the dark green over it. The green, less bluey green. Oh my goodness, words. And the same here, but I'm going to make my darker part nearer the fish's body, a bit lighter towards the tip of the fin. It hasn't really shown up too much on the tail. It all just generally all looks quite dark, but the idea was to try and get it darker near the body of the fish. I think that one looks better. I think it's because we've got these dark bits here, it doesn't quite work, but hey, I'm not going to get too worried about it. And down here again, near the body of the fish, quite dark, and then less towards the edge of these fins. Now I know that Easter is coming up, and I haven't, these pages aren't particularly Easter. I'm just going to put a bit in there and around the eye. I don't know why. I just feel like I want to do it like that. But I couldn't find any Eastery pictures that were really small until I was sent some by Agatha, and it was a bit late for me to do videos from all of them. But I will, this is 52, which is the sap green. But I will be doing some Easter videos. Now we have all the stripes. What I'm going to do is do every other stripe, really, and I'm going to make it darker near the outside of the fish and lighter towards the middle, because I think the fish would be shaped and these bits would be further away than this bit, and if we make it darker here it will help to make it look like this is shadowed and hopefully give the impression that our fish has got some sort of shape to it. We'll see if it works. So darker here, just more layers, don't press too hard, especially if you're using a really hard pencil like this. If you're using a Crayola or a Tombow Erogeton or something like that, they are great for small details, they're nice and hard, but if you push hard you will push through your paper. I mean, Johanna's paper is lovely, I can't imagine doing that, but I know some people struggle with being a little bit heavy-handed. And I actually find that the lighter you colour, the more relaxing it is for me. If I'm just teasing some pencil onto a page, gently stroking it, that gentle movement feels more relaxing to me. And slows me down. Being slow is more relaxing, I find. My son actually is the same, one of my boys. It's so different. He's like, I'm chilled, I'm laid back, I'm rushing, I'm just going to do it at my own pace, which is absolutely fine. But when you're cooking tea and you're starving and he's just there, you know, taking his time, you're like, come on, hurry up, my stomach's gone to, what do they call it? This is willow green. My stomach's gone to, what did my grandfather used to say? Oh, it's a phrase. Something strings, was it? Fiddle strings? No, that doesn't make sense. I don't know. Anyway, I think it might have been that. You don't hear it anymore. But he used to, it was what he used to say when he was hungry. Someone might remember. Silly phrases. But yeah, so there he is, just slowly. And my other son is rushing around, helping me rush around, doing every job, and complaining that he's having to do more because his brother's slow. Well, you know, I don't want to make him feel stressed by rushing him. Now we have the face, and I'm thinking I might just do it light. I'm just going to do the bottom section. I'm going to fade it off a bit towards the middle if I can. Yes, my stomach's gone to fiddle strings is what he said. It's just, I think I'd do the top section in this too. He used to be quite naughty. His eldest daughter used to live with him and do all the cooking and things, you know, because he lost his wife young. It was the sort of, you know, the oldest daughter would look after the family. That was how it worked. And so he would sit at the table, and if the food was taking a little bit longer, if she'd called him to the table, Jelly Roll 10, and then was dishing up and being a bit slow for some reason or another, he would get his knife and fork and bang them on the table. And very rude. And I remember copying him and getting a clout round the ear from my mother for being rude. Good, that was rude. So there is the sort of light hitting the top of my fish. So he is done. I think we're taking just under 10 minutes per fish and just taking it nice and slowly. But if you know, you've got another 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 to do. So if you take that long on every fish, you're going to be doing an hour a day of colouring roughly. So I don't want to take too long, take up too much of your time. I've just noticed the sun's come out and it's shining on my page. Anyway, it's gone away again now. It's really cloudy. I don't know if it's going to stay out or what it's going to do. Anyway, I'm going to leave it there though. Tomorrow we'll do the next one in this section. I haven't decided what colour. I shall have a think. Actually, I have just decided. I'm not going to tell you though. To come back tomorrow and find out. Anyway, have a super day. Thank you so much for watching and happy colouring.